Just imagine you're managing multiple PostgreSQL instances with a direct TCP/IP connection, bypassing the need for traditional client libraries altogether. The result is a significant boost in performance, cost savings, and simplified deployment. How we can achieve that? Using a Python connector for PostgreSQL by devart. This isn't just another database connector. It's a complete solution designed for high-performance, secure, and efficient database management. If you're developing enterprise-grade applications, this connector is a game changer. By eliminating the need for a PostgreSQL client library, you can deploy your applications across multiple workstations with more straightforward approach. And when it comes to security and compliance, devart has covered you. With a built-in support for SSL, TLS, SSH, and HTTPS tunneling, this connector is tailored for the highest standards of data protection, making it ideal for environments where security and regulatory compliance are essential. Now let's explore how to use this connector in a real-world application. First of all, we need to download and install this Python connector in our development machine. Here, click the download button and you can select the version that you need. For instance, I have Python 3.11, so we can just download, and you need to extract the archive file after you download it. Here, as you can see, I've extracted the devart Python PostgreSQL package into this devart Python folder. This is on my desktop. So if you double click this, and here you can see that we have WHL and a help folders. So here inside it, we have this packages that we can install into our machine. And if you go to help folder right here, you'll be able to see that there's a documentation around this package, like how we can install, activate, or use various functions. Now I'm going to create a new project inside this devart Python folder. Basically, I'm going to create a new file called main.py. So right here on my terminal, I'm going to type touch main.py. So I'm going to clear this up, and as you can see, we have a new file right here. Now let me open my terminal back again and check my Python package manager. So if you use pip list, you'll be able to see packages that you have installed on your machine. So these are globally installed packages, but I want to create an environment for my specific project where it has a devart Python connector. Why we need that? Basically to reduce the conflicts between various projects. So right here, you can type Python m virtual environment, and we're going to call it virtual environment. You're going to wait for a second. Here we have this virtual environment. Then we need to activate this virtual environment and install the package. So how we're going to activate it? We're going to just call virtual environment scripts and activate script. And as you can see, we have virtual environment running for this project. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into a devart Python PostgreSQL folder. So cd devart Python PostgreSQL, cd whl, and right here we can install the package. So here we have this package for 64-bit and 32-bit. We need to go with the 64-bit package. So pip install devart, as you can see, WinAMD64 WHL, and now press enter. As you can see, we have installed it, successfully installed devart PostgreSQL connector. So I'm going to clear this up. I'm going to go back to the project folder that we have. Well, now if you type pip list, you must be able to see the devart PostgreSQL connector like this. So now we are good to go. We can write our code and connect to PostgreSQL server. So in my case, I have this Postgres database and employees table, which is on my machine, and this server is running locally. Now let me open my VS Code editor. Here we can open main.py, and this is the basic code to connect to database. So we're importing devart.postgresql connector right here, and we are creating a connection using a devart PostgreSQL. And here, this is the connect function that creates a new connection to the database. So for the server, we're going to type localhost, and the database is called Postgres. User ID, Postgres, and password is Postgres2. And right here, if the connection is successful, it will print this message. Now we need to fetch employees data using this connection. So this is the code snippet for fetching employees data using the connection. So let me close this panel, And right here, we're creating a cursor object to interact with the database. And this is the SQL query for the database to get the employee data. And with the fetch all right here, we're retrieving all rows from the executed query. And we're going to just return the data. The next part is we need to show or display the information. So right here, we have this display employees function. So if the data is available, we're going to go through the employees data and we're going to print the ID, name, email, and all the other information. Now we have all these functions to connect to the database. Now we need the main part. And there we go. So connect to the database, fetch employees data, we need to display that, and close the database connection. So now let me save the code, open my terminal back again, and right here, I'm going to type python main.py. Well, as you can see, we have the employees data, and at the end, a database connection closed. So if you're looking for database and cloud connectors for Python, you can always get them on devart.com.